Okay, I've seen a few videos from this woman. Generally, she has some good advice. Often, though, it degrades into the it's not your fault, it's the other person's fault sort of thing. And then in this video, it's the old everything happens for a reason sort of commentary. And if you're a believer of this, you should really rethink it, because really what the everything happens for a reason ideology is us trying to wrap our heads around things that really don't make any sense, like children dying from cancer. Somebody steps off the curb, he's a family of 5 kids and gets hit by a car and he's gone. Things that make no sense, we try to make sense of them by saying, well, there must be a reason for it. No, there isn't. There's not always a reason for things. Sometimes just crappy things happen, and sometimes crappy things happen to us. Sometimes, it's the fault of 2 people, and 2 people destroy a relationship. It takes 2 people to make a relationship, but it also takes 2 people to destroy a relationship. Is one person often more to blame if you want to look at it that way? Sure. Sometimes one person really isn't pulling their weight in a relationship, and that can lead to the downfall of a relationship. But often, even in those cases, it's because the other person isn't communicating their displeasure. Could you have done something different to make things work? Always, always. Never believe that you couldn't have done anything different and that the outcome couldn't have been more along the lines of what you wanted, because that is the case 100% of the time.
There is nothing that you could have done, nothing that you could have done to have changed the outcome.
So already that's not true. There are 2 of you in a relationship, and both of you control the outcome of the relationship. So to say that there's nothing that you could have done to make things end up different, it's simply not true.
What happened was meant to happen. Let go. Let go. That's your closure.
So that part is right. Letting go is your closure. You do have to be at peace and let go of the other person and let go of anything that you think that they somehow wronged you with. But the idea that you couldn't have done anything different is simply false. When you're in a long-term relationship and it ends, you need to look inwards. You need to think about all the things that you did. Did you do everything that you could have done to make this relationship a success? Or were you kind of just looking at the other person's shortcomings? There's 2 people involved, and 2 people sink the ship. So don't ever think that you couldn't have done something different, because yes, you could have. I think where all of this mentality comes from is it's easier for people to absolve themselves of responsibility in the relationship if they think of things this way. If you sort of think that, well, I couldn't have done anything different, it must be all them, well, then it's easier for you to walk away. But it's never the case. Trust me, it's never the case. Yes, it might be 80% them and 20% you, but you got to look at the 20% that was you. What did you do? Or what didn't you do? What could you have done differently? This is how you grow. If you don't take any responsibility for what you did in a relationship and just shrug your shoulders and think, oh, well, it just ended up this way because it was meant to be, then you're not learning anything. You learn through your mistakes. You learn through a relationship that fails, and you think, what could I have done differently? And there's always things you could have done differently. If you enjoyed the content of this video, please hit the like and subscribe button, and we'll be sure to continue posting more content to help you find that perfect person for you.